All right, the idea was to free the newsrooms to focus on creating content and achieve efficiencies and redeploy resources by sending that production work to Hamilton, and we could redeploy resources to the web. This I knew was a huge, huge opportunity for us. So opportunity or not, I can tell you this is what it felt like. We had never really done anything except produce newspapers. That's who we were, that's what we did. So it felt very, very scary. But when you get right down to it, you know, execution is what it's all about. If you want to embrace the new world of information technology, you actually have to do the hard work and make it happen. So we went through a planning process, and I can tell you, your customers will be on side. You know, you can experiment with the things that you've heard this morning, like helping your customers be producers and being an information hub. That's all really very good, and they will be delighted, but it's your staff that you're going to have to bring along to help you. So you have to build consensus because you have to have them on side. So I always do with my staff, what we do first is we do a blue sky exercise. Okay, so this feels really horrible and it feels really awful and we don't know what we're going to do and we don't know how to do it. But if we do it, what are the positives that can come out of it? And those positives will shift into becoming your goals, and honestly, you'll be on your way. Create the strategy, develop the tactics, and make sure there is full engagement in the process, and that means communicate, communicate, communicate. Let your people know why it's important that you do this. You believe in what you're doing, you want it to have a future, so let's move forward the way that we have to keep our customers. This is our website today, this is our homepage. We work very hard on images. You heard Mike talk about what a visual society we have today, and we know what kinds of things build traffic to our website, and photo galleries and video are absolutely huge. This hot photos thing, I chose a good example for you today because sometimes the lads in the newsroom get a little carried away and they'll have like 3 things of NFL cheerleaders and beach volleyball, and a little of that is fine, but a little too much, not great. We build a lot of databases because we can and because they're very sticky and they're very, very popular with people, and they increase the important metrics that we need to monetize what we're doing here so that we actually have a newsroom 5 years from now. We still do podcasts. There's Steve, your lily guy. And we do a lot of multi-platform journalism. This is a series that we did that's nominated for an Online News Association award. It's a pretty prestigious award. It's American. I don't think we'll win, but we're nominated. This was a multimedia series, so it was in the paper as well. But this is the video piece of it, and you had the families talking about these murdered and missing Aboriginal women from northern British Columbia, the Highway of Tears as it's called, and then people could send in their own video recollections of some of the women that are no longer with us, and they're very poignant. They're absolutely beautiful. Blogs, we have a lot of blogs. We have over 100 blogs. About 60 of them are community blogs, members of the community that we host a blog page for them, and the rest are newsroom blogs. Here's some data on social media, because that really is the thing that you need to focus on right now. 500 million active users on Facebook, and look at Twitter, 300,000 new Twitter accounts per day. YouTube, look at the video. 2 billion videos viewed daily. It's just phenomenal. The audience size is phenomenal. So for us, what's going to happen this year is we're not going to be a newsroom anymore. We're going to be an information hub. I can't wait to see how that goes over. But so yeah, Woodrow Wilson said, if you want to make enemies, try to institute change. To be fair, you know what, I haven't made a lot of enemies in the newsroom, and journalists just want to tell their stories. So whatever medium is available to them, they're happy to be there, and they love the audience size. They love the fact that they can find out in real time with measurement tools how their content is doing online. Anyway, we will be an information hub. So what does that mean? We will still do journalism. We will not be sacrificing any of what we already do. We'll still have a print product, which still accounts for about 95% of our revenue, kind of an important piece of the puzzle. But the whole theme going forward for us is engagement and community. So you've seen from the previous two speakers, both talked about people being their own producers, people creating content, the democratization of society. People do not wish to be spoken to. They do not wish to be passively fed. They want to participate. So we'll be giving people a whole bunch of tools in which to participate off of the news and in creating the news. And part of that creation will be a reporter, we do this now, a reporter's working on a story, they'll tweet out or they'll put in their blog, this is what I'm working on, do you have any connections, do you have any comments, any views on what should be in the story, yada yada. So you let people help build the content that you're about to produce. We do a lot of live chats. There was, not this summer, the summer before, very, very bad forest fires in Kelowna and the Okanagan. And we created a live chat, and people were asking questions, and we'd answer, or they were posting notes about, posting notes for, you know, where people could, what roads were open, where people could go to sleep for the night, and so on. We are also going to let people create content that we will post online and that we will reverse publish. Now, we do a bit of this already with the blogs, but we're going to actually open the floodgates and try and have somebody at the other end to receive all this information. So it will be very much a community newsroom going forward. And I wish I could, well, I'll have to tell you a year or two from now how that's going, but that is a huge piece. A bit scary for a lot of journalists because our whole thing is we vet content, and we do, and it's important to do that, and we'll keep doing that. But there's a lot of content that we can host that we don't have to vet and edit and so on and so forth.